Welcome back to Know Nothing Sports Talk. I've got Reggie Abercrombie back with me this week. Reggie, last week we talked about your overall baseball career. This week, let's talk some baseball 2020. Going into spring training and the short season that it was, as everything got cut short, did any veterans or even in any of the minor league players that were pulled up and invited to camp, did any veterans stand out to you one way or another, whether how ready they were when they stepped into the game or how unprepared they were? Or did you think anybody should have been farther along than what they were?
Nah, man. I watched a couple games. I ain't watched many, but a lot of them cats, they already know how to get ready for the season and stuff. You got a lot of superstars. They already know what to do. So, they first couple games, they probably tracking a couple pitches and seeing how just seeing the ball out the pitcher's hand. And it goes for the rookies, man, who just get spring training. They got to come out swinging just to show the manager and the GM they can play up there. So, everybody looked good to me when I first seen them. So the only two games I really watched was the Padres and I think against the Angels. Really, I think I watched that game because we was in Phoenix and getting ready for the track. I watched that game. Trout looked good. Pujols looked excellent like always. But he's getting to the age now. He's still, to me, he's still one of the greatest hitters to play this game. To be his age, they hit 250, 260, still hit 30 something and drive in 100. He's still pretty good to me. And I think this year he was going to play a lot more first base. So it was going to be pretty good, pretty fun to see him play first base a lot. But to me, I think everybody was kind of ready to go. And I think now that they're sitting at home, everybody enjoying the family time, but also ready to get back to play baseball.
Yeah, I did know there was a lot of players that they picked up right where they left off. I think there was some improvements over players. Yeah. I watched a lot of the spring training games. And on the other aspect of that, there was also some surprises. Like I am totally surprised on this, and maybe you can go in further on this with injuries, on the number of injuries that still lag in the Yankees organization. Like Aaron Judge totally surprises me. He's still nursing an injury from what was the last September. How do we go through the entire season? I mean, a player of that caliber, how do you go through the entire season and you go into a couple weeks into spring training and you're still nursing an injury from last September with today's technology and the number of tests being done? How do you not know what's still plaguing your body?
Yeah, it's kind of different, man. When you sitting there lifting and working out to get ready for the season and hitting and getting ready for the season, the muscles don't move as fluent as you want them to move until you get into them games. And when you get in them games, you forget about everything. You know what I'm saying? You just concentrate how to hit the ball. And once your body is not ready for that situation, so he can do all the preparing all he want to. Like him and Stanton can do all the preparing they want to, get all ready and think they're ready and hit in the cage, hit on the field. But once you start getting in them game situations and everything going, it's a totally different ball game.
Right.
But playing in games and just going out facing a pitcher in spring training or facing somebody back in the backfield or something like that. But them games are totally different.
Yeah. So, yeah, I understand that. I think what surprised me was the fact that obviously they ran all kinds of tests on him right up to, but I don't know, it just really surprised me that they go into spring training, he's still got this problem, and then they run the CTs and find out, oh, you had a stress fracture. How do you go that many months along and not know you had a stress fracture in your ribs?
Oh man, that I don't know. They had to do something with the doctor. So
that totally shocked me and just surprised me that he's still going through that.
He's so strong, man. He's so strong that he probably didn't even realize it, and then probably took a weird swing, and that's all it takes. And he probably felt it. He probably didn't feel it the whole off season. You know what I'm saying? He probably was frustrated the whole off season of last year, probably working out, and it probably didn't heal as good because he's still working out, doing his hitting and stuff. And then one bad swing on a breaking ball or something on a fastball, and like I said, that game speed gets going. You never know what happened. If something tweaked in his body, you can never be ready for them little injuries when you're playing baseball. So,
Yeah.
like I say, that man, he's working out. He's working, doing the best he can because he wants to stay healthy. Because you can see it in his eyes when he did get hurt. So, he don't want to stay out. So, plus the Yankees have a good chance to win when they do get ready to play because they got a squad. So,
Right.
like I say, you work out the whole off season. You don't really feel nothing, but like I said, that game situation, and he probably swung and he felt something. And to me, it's better for him to just go out there and say something to instead the whole season with it. So try to get it under control. And
Well, he's got the extended weeks now, so hopefully by the time we get rolling again, we're the entire Yankees team is back 100%, and they've definitely got the talent and ability to make it happen this year. Reggie, staying on to the injuries topic, what are your thoughts on the number of players that seem to be having Tommy John surgery? Outside position players, it seems to me this year more than years past, and maybe it's just because we're on this pause coming out of spring training, and you've already got like 5 or 6 pitchers that have stepped away to have Tommy John surgery when all of 2019 you had 9 or 10. So you're already 2/3 of the way to what you had last year. Are the pitchers just taking advantage of that, or what are your thoughts on that? What's causing all this?
I think a lot of people, they had a lot of injury. They probably had a little trouble in their arm anyway. But it's a good decision by. I mean, I'm sure it's not just the player. It's a good decision by the team and the ownership and the GM to just go and get it done because of the situation we got going on. So you know what I'm saying, they're not missing. If they go ahead and have it done, you never know. It could have them back during the end of this season because of the season being dragged out this year, and you never know. You never know down the line they can come back and pitch this year, or just be ready for 2021. So I think it's a good decision for everybody. To go and get it done, just to go and get it out the way. Like Chris Sales, he's been having a lot of arm problems for the last 2 years. So to get his done, so he can be the dominating pitcher he always been. So to me, I think something was wrong with him 2 years ago, but he tried to fight through it because that's the kind of player he is. I don't know him personally, but you can actually see the passion and how he get at it and the attitude he has on that mound. He wasn't feeling himself. So to get it done and just to have the leniency to just to rest on it and just have not to pressure yourself back getting ready. So, he can take his time and get real back to Chris Sales, how he was back in the past.
Yeah, so I think it's twofold. I think it's a good idea for players right now, like going into this, especially the ones that immediately did it when they pressed the pause button. Ultimately, it's going to be a couple of different ways to view it. I think 2020 baseball season is going to be a throwaway season, so this is a good time for ball clubs to get their players healthy, take care of the business, what you got to take care of. The season's going to be cut short. I don't see any possible way they can get 162 games in. So you're not going to get a full season anyway. So the players are going to take advantage of this to prepare, ultimately use 2020 as a extended spring training.
Yeah.
And then be ready to come out guns blazing in 2021. I think I think you're probably going to see that more on the players and the team side. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good thing, just to have the luxury to just rest and have a half season. I was looking forward for the season, but it takes a toll on your 182 games. It takes 162 games takes a toll on you. So
right.
Plus playoffs. So cut the season short, get them boys back on the field just to get them ready and get gunning for 2021. 2020 is gonna be it's still gonna be a fun watching baseball. Just to have it come back, it's gonna be good for the fans and good for the country to watch baseball and watch other sports. So, to get them boys going, because I was looking forward to seeing Mookie Betts on the Dodgers. Looking forward to see a lot of things go on. Just see if the Dodgers can come over that hump because they got a squad. So, and I was just looking forward to that. But, just to get these kids back healthy and them playing like they want to play and being the players they are, taking that extra, they had like two months, maybe even 3, maybe even 4, just to get them extra months to get back healthy and, saying get their bodies ready. And, that's a good thing. And, that's going to be pretty fun to watch when they do come back. And, I think it's a great thing. And, like I said, this going on, it's a great thing for players and to get back real healthy. And, because, that people don't understand playing 162 games and that all season is kind of short. So, just to get an extra 2-3 months in to let that body heal a little bit more, it's pretty good for the players.
Now with the situation we're in right now, and I think we're going to get back to baseball. I think it's going to be a shortened season. How do you think this affects players that would normally be called up halfway through the season, whether it's position players or pitching, your pitching aspect of the game? To me, I would think that it's a setback for the position players because they don't have that half a season in the minors to show their stuff, hone in their game, be at the call for a call-up for halfway through the season or 3/4 when they're needed. I think this is a setback because they're going to start playing where they would normally see a call-up. On the pitching side of it, your pitchers don't have that. They're not getting that extra development at that level. And with a shortened season, obviously, the teams are going to go through pitchers this year, not only with the ones that are out taking care of health issues, but they're just going to rotate through pitchers to get through these games with a shortened season like this and not wear their arms out. What do you think about that? How's it going to affect those pitchers coming out of the minors?
I don't think it's going to affect them. Of course they're going to be mad because they don't get the call up. But if you're on the line, if you're in the front office idea to make it to the big leagues, you're going to get all the opportunity you can. They're not going to call you up if you're not ready. They're going to take their time on their boys, their top prospects. They're going to take their time, but it hurts the pitchers that they're not on the radar that could have came in, had a great season, and got brought up to the big leagues or put on the 40-man. It's going to hurt them kind of a little bit, but this is life and the situation we go through. You got to deal with the punches. If you're doing with life and doing with baseball, things can happen at any time. So, you never know when your opportunity gonna come. It could come tomorrow, come the next day, come a year and a half from now. You just gotta keep grinding. But for the players that already on the radar and the front office got their eyes on, they're already taking their time with them anyway. So, for them cats, they're gonna have limited pitching time anyway. So if they have no matter if they had a ERA of 5, if they scheduled to they want them in the big league, they're gonna be in the big league. So, they're just going to get them their innings, get them their pitch count and stuff like that, keep it under control and get them ready for the big leagues, the guys they got their eye on. So, for position players, the same thing. You're going to have injuries. Everybody know that we're going to have injuries no matter what. You have a small season, you're going to have injuries. So, position players got to be ready. Like I said, it's going to hurt the cats that could have went out there and had great seasons and just to get on that radar to get to the big leagues or get seen by somebody in the front office is going to hurt them guys. But like I said, it's baseball. You always got the following year. But the guys that they're on the radar and the prospects, they're going to get all the opportunities still to get to the big leagues. You're still going to have September call-ups, still going to have that. So, they're still going to have their guys they want there to be around the big leagues, to play around the guys they're going to be around for a long time playing big leagues. So, they already got it. I guarantee you, they're already in the office talking about this. They're already putting on this. They're already on the chart and everything. So, they already got a game plan for their guys they want there in September, or the guys they want there to help with the team, and the guys that they want to come up later on. They already got a plan for all that. So, that's already thought out in spring training. It's already thought out before spring training. So they already got their eyes on their guys who they want there at a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to deal with a lot of you still got to deal with the arbitration, the years and stuff. So a lot of guys who supposed to be in the big leagues are going to be they're going to get them a couple months down in the minor leagues, just because it's not just they're not ready, but it's got to do with like years and the arbitration and stuff like that. So you're still going to get some aspects of this game. Them guys, like I said, who that could have went out there, had a great season, got on that radar, and can get the opportunity to get to the big leagues. They're going to have to take their setback. And you know what I'm saying? That's just life, and it's just baseball. So
some of them players
it goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them are going to have to step their game up once they get going and go all out.
I
would think.
Guaranteed.
They're losing out this, and if they want a shot at the show, their numbers aren't going to have to be. They're going to have to be better than mediocre once they fire things back up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come out. They're gonna have to come out banging. They're gonna come out gunning. Yeah.
So, on the other side of that, you got your aging players. How does that affect them that may have only had a year or two left in their on their radar if they were going to play, or even I want to get into Mookie Betts on another call, but and how it's going to affect Dodgers with this if this ends up being a wash season. But how does that affect your aging players? What do you think is going through their minds, both on the team side and the player side, as they're approaching the last final year or two and this taking effect?
What you mean by that? Like the older players? Like
your players that are aging out, they're getting close to retirement. Do they?
Yeah.
Maybe they were. I don't know of any that were looking at this being a final year off the top of my head. But maybe you got some that were looking for this year and next year. Are they going to try to extend it out another year?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts
to me, my thoughts on that. I mean, players who are going to push it out for another year, if they do play this year, I mean, some guys got their mind already set that, what I'm saying, this is it. So, but you also got guys that want to play that last season. So if they can get the opportunity, what I'm saying, if their contract runs out, they thought it was going to be a one-year deal, what I'm saying, their contract runs out, they're going to have the opportunity, if they're good, they're good players. So, they're going to have opportunity to go with another team and get their 1 year in play. But I don't know too many players that want to go out like this. You know what I'm saying? They go out a half a season. So my thing with the players who got 1 year, they're gonna try to find another team or find enough opportunity to play a whole year just to get get their last year in. But I don't think nobody wants to walk away from this game and not play. So
right.
I don't think no player thought that 2019 was gonna be their last year. That what I'm saying, they want to come out and play 2020. So
right.
That's something that they got to sit down and talk with their family and see the decision they got to make and see if they have the opportunity to play with another team. That's going to come down to the big game. You know what I'm saying? How many players who signed up for 2020 to play the last season, who's going to have that opportunity to play in 2021? That's the big thing. Who's going to have the opportunity? So, I guarantee you if one of the players have the opportunity to play in 2020, 2021, and they know this is going to be like, I think they're going to go back and play. Yeah, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? If they thought this, I think if they thought this was their last season, I guarantee you they're going to talk to the family and the wife until one more year. So, if it was me, I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? If I do last year was going to be my last season. If I came into this season thinking like, oh, okay, 2020 is my last season, you know what I'm saying? I would be really I would really try to talk to my family and think about, like, hey, what y'all think about me playing one more year,
Right. So if this was last year, events last year, knowing last year at the end of the year you were retiring, you'd be talking to the Winnipeg leadership team and trying to deal out another year just to go out on top one more year instead of a shortened season.
Oh,
I mean, I would be. I'd be all over it. There's no way I'm cutting short.
Yes. Yeah. This would be already. Yeah.
I think that's the
not a lot.
I think that goes with everybody. I mean, you're not just in the game looking for the end. I mean, if you see an end coming, the wheels are. Even though you retired the end of last year, those wheels still had to be turning. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to end it, but it sure would be nice for one more game.
All right, hold on real quick, John.
Yep. So, I mean, like I was saying, everybody would be looking ahead, saying, "Man, you had to have those wheels turning. Just one more game.
Man,
just give me one more game."
Oh man, it's. I guarantee you, man. Cats they was already on the phone, already talking to like, yo, let's try to make another deal for to the 2021. But I don't know how Major League Baseball is going to do it. The situation like the trade with Mookie Betts and all that stuff. I don't know how they going to do it, and I don't know what's going on. Is these cats is this considered a whole year? You know what I'm saying?
I see where they were counting this year, even if they don't play a single game this year, we're still counting as a full year, which really hurts the Dodgers on that deal. But yeah, we'll get into that on. We've got to make we'll get into that on another week.
Oh, I bet it up. But yeah, that's gonna be fun right there. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So I firmly believe we're gonna play baseball this year. So I don't think it's going to be a 162 game season. I know they were talking. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, they can still get the 162 games in. They can play into the winter. They can play into they can move teams from the north can play down in the southern parts." I don't see that happening. There's a lot of logistics on that. So I don't see that happening. A shortened season is not the end of the world.
No.
They've done it twice. Back in 81, they did it due to the player strike. I think they played 110 games that year. 94, they did it again, another player strike. I think they ended up with 114 games. And coincidentally, my Montreal Expos, they had the best record in baseball. Games up in Atlanta, season gets called. Both those times the player strike, coincidentally, were the best chances Montreal had at anything.
That's a wrap.
But, and then 94, I mean, I think that was actually the demise of the Expos. There was no way they were going to bounce back from that area that struggled to support them anyway. So I think that was the ultimate downfall for the Expos that year. So, I mean, a shortened season is not the end of the world for baseball. They can go in there and play a 100-game season or whatever it is. I seen the American League for the International League, they announced the other day they were going to fire things back up in July, and they're looking at an 80-game season.
Yeah, they talking about 80-game season, talking about firing it up, but they also going by. They saying they're going to see how healthy and how they want to keep the fans safe. My whole thing is about the situation and just keeping people safe. So, once we find whatever this is, a cure for whatever this is we got going on, I mean, people will be a lot more going out and stuff like that. But right now, it don't hurt to start a season in July or start off a little later. So, just to let everybody stay healthy and because end of the day, if you ain't got fans, you ain't got baseball. So what I'm saying. So
everybody's going to be safe. I think it's going to be even when they do fire things up, just depending on the area. I mean, you might have a limited number of fans in this ballpark and no fans in that ballpark because of what's going on, or you might be back to normal procedures for what's going to be the new norm when all that comes about. So I do think we're gonna play ball one way or another. It's going to be a shortened season, so everybody can get ready. It is going to come. And that takes me into
it is.
You're doing NASCAR events now too, and so I mean NASCAR always prides themselves the greatest command in the world is gentlemen start your engines. Well, to me it's play ball. So when them words finally do happen, fans are going to be there. They're going to hear it and they're going to be ready for it. When that happens, as a fan, are you in the stands?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's also going to be like if it's safe enough for me and my family. So, my thing is, and plus just everybody's families. To me, if it's safe enough and I feel like it's safe enough, yeah, you know what I'm saying. 'Cause
I'm
to me,
definitely
I think baseball people, and people in general, just they're gonna have a lot of things going on that keeps us safe. They're gonna spray stuff before people come in. They're gonna spray down the stadium after the game is over. It's gonna be a lot of things that you know what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, what is it gonna cost them? Say $100,000 just to clean the stadium? A lot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
To make it clean. What is it to them in the baseball stadium to do that? It's not that much money. So, they're gonna make millions and millions of dollars again. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about everybody trying to be healthy. To me, it's just everybody out here putting masks on. We still gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? People washing their hands a lot more. We should have been doing that in the first place. So, it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be in the stands. I don't care. It might not be a MLB game, but I can tell you when MiLB fires back up, you're either going to see me at the Winston Salem Dash. I'll be at Greensboro Grasshoppers, Durham Bulls, or I'll be down at Myrtle Beach Pelicans. One of those four, I will be at their first game. If not, back up at Trenton Thunder to watch them kick off and begin to defend their title. So I will be at
you're saying
at some point.
You're saying all that because you're gonna be there because you gotta be there. I'm gonna be in NASCAR.
We'll see what we can do. Me and you're gonna go catch a game somewhere. I didn't have this in my notes, but the Field of Dreams game. I mean, there hasn't been any talk on that, obviously, with what's going on. But if I'm still, I'm one way or another, I will be at that game if that takes place.
Yes, sir. They I think they still building it. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's going to be the perfect scenario. That will be the perfect scenario. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that would be a perfect scenario for me personally, to let the first game of the season be done there.
That would be that'd be the great kickoff of all times right there.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get started before August, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
They could even go into a shortened season, kind of like the New York Penn League for the Class A short season. Any baseball at any point is going to be good for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be good for everybody. Any baseball and get back to football, because any baseball, then you jump right into football, and then, it's going to be, to me, it'll be all right. Everything's going to get back to normal. So, we're going to pray on it, keep it in God's hands, and go from there.
That's it. Well, we'll see where it leads us, but we are going to see some baseball. As always, Reggie, thanks for coming on. You're a great friend. If you're listening to the podcast on one of your favorite apps or watching the videos on YouTube, please support us. We're going to keep trying to do this every week. I'm Charlie Roberts with Know Nothing Sports Talk. Hope everybody has a great day. Hey, Reggie, next time we might be talking about some other things. Maybe New York Mets for sale still. They talked about it.
Uh-oh.
Last report I seen, A-Rod and J-Lo were rounding the troops.
I know. So, I heard. J-Lo, A-Rod.
We may talk about that next week. Let's get on that. A-Rod was a big Mets fan growing up. Went across the subway, played for the Yankees. Now he wants in on the ownership side. Let's see what happens.
I hear you.
Might have to give a call to Glenn Borgman and get him on that call. All right. Y'all have a great day. This is Charlie Roberts, Know Nothing Sports Talk.